Alright, what's going on, collectors? Optical 20. This is not a video review, but more of a gear that I use. You know, I wasn't gonna do a review for this guy or unboxing, but I shot this a long time ago when I first bought it. Never really put it up because I was like, who would watch this? But a lot of people are asking me now, you know, on Instagram and whatnot, what kind of gears do I use? So this is one of them, really. I don't normally use this for my reviews. However, every once in a while when I do like a 360 shot, this is my go-to camera. This is the gimbal Osmo Pocket. So what it is, for those who doesn't know, you can do a search on this. This has been released maybe a year now. So it's a small camera that has a gimbal on it. So what does a gimbal do is, for those who are kind of new, this stabilizes your shot, so you don't have this shaky footage, kind of like Blair Witch Project. You know, it is a little gimbal, the one that you see on drones, because DJI is known for making drones. As you can see, even though it's flying in the air, you don't see any wobbleness and, you know, just shakiness on the footage. And they do such a great job on making gimbals. So I'm so glad that they do this. So this is an Osmo Pocket. As you can see, it's really tiny, it's really small. It's pretty much plug and play. You get this thing out, you put it on your phone. I suggest you do it on your phone. Even if you don't, you have this small tiny screen that you can refer to, but the phone gives you so much more, I guess, viewing area, and also it acts as a stand. But it's up to you. You know, if you're traveling outside, you have your phone with you all the time anyway. When was the last time you left the house without your phone? Think about it this way. Look at how small this is. It fits on your palm. So for the most part, when I shoot my reviews, I use a tripod with my Canon M50 or my Canon 80D back then. I'm planning to buy the 90D, by the way, but you know, with this guy, with the problem with the 80D, for example, is it's too heavy to bring outside. With the M50, it's perfect to bring it outside, but then again, you need a gimbal. So I don't want to bring my crane with me. You know, let's just say I'm going to the park with my kid. So this is a perfect, plus if you do that, even though it's a mirrorless camera, and the M50 is really small for those who doesn't know, but the gimbal takes a lot of space and also freaks people out whenever you go out, let's say, to a museum and whatnot. They think you are, you know, a professional videographer or whatnot. You know, I'm just trying to shoot my kid. So this is perfect because no one gets alarmed once you start shooting with your phone. And once you put your phone out and this one attached to it, everyone thinks this is just an attachment to your phone because it's so tiny. So you can see there's like a lightning port that you can attach to your phone. And actually, you don't hold this. The phone holds the gimbal. This is how light the gimbal is. The phone is bigger than the gimbal. I'm not going to do a demonstration here. Like I said, there's a lot of reviews online, so just go ahead and search for it. What this for is, you know, it makes shooting versatile. Instead of shooting on your phone, if you are going to shoot on your phone, by the way, use a gimbal. Do not handheld your phone. I know it has image stabilization nowadays, but still, you know, you don't want to create shaky footage. You know, if you want to upload this on YouTube, buy those Ronin, you know, whatever, Xeon Smooth Q. It's not that much. It's $80 if you don't want to buy this, but I would suggest you buy this because the lens is terrific. You can do a whole lot. You can do a time lapse. Plus, you buy those small gimbals, it's still pretty big. You know, you can't move it around anywhere. So save, if I were you, save that $80 to $120. Add a little bit more and get this gimbal because it is amazing. You can do 4K, you can do slow-mo, time-lapse, hyperlapse, and it's all in your pocket. So I really can't wait for the next generation of this. Hopefully they do like a 1080 or a replaceable lens. That would be nice, because one drawback to this is that I believe it's 2.0. The aperture, for those who doesn't know, an aperture is the one where it determines how much light can go in. So the lower the number is, you can do it on low light. You know, let's say you're in a dark room and you put it at 2.0 or 1.8. Even though you don't have a good source of light, you can lower it down. And also the background will become a little bit blurry. So for those who wants to have their subject pop out, that would help out as well. So this one, from the specs that I've seen, it's 2.0, which that's supposed to be good. But I'll show you some footage that I have later on using this camera. And, you know, I don't know. The 2.0 on my M50 is different than the 2.0 here. And maybe the same focal length. This one is, I believe, 20. And what I use is 22 on my M50. But you be the judge. This is a footage that I shot with the gimbal, and as you can see, I'm moving left and right. This is without a tripod, but it's still pretty stabilized. This is Hot Toy Solid Snake. The difference is you can see the background is still pretty much prominent, even though there's a little bit blurriness. It's not completely out of picture, you know, like. And also when you're coming a little bit closer to some details, like the tight shots and whatnot, it's how you use the camera basically. I'm just doing a demonstration here. There's a lot of things that this could do. You see the Santa Claus in the back. I shot this last Christmas, by the way. But yeah, you can see the CCP logo on his arm. It's not too focused, and when I move out a little bit, it has a range where it can focus, and I think I was getting too close. And this footage is the one that I shot with my Canon M50. Now this is stabilized as well using a gimbal, which is a smooth, oh no, it's a Crane M, I think, whatever, Crane 2. But again, I wouldn't bring that elsewhere. But you can see the background, the subject is clearly popping out in here. You know, the difference is the size, obviously, and the price. Of course, if you buy M50, it's going to be double the price, not including the gimbal and not including the lens. So in a nutshell, yes, this is a bit more creamier background. I might have not used a gimbal in this one. I think I was handhelding this, which is not too bad, but you can see the shakiness right there. So yeah, this is just a quick demonstration from the Osmo Pocket. So for those who are asking me, because sometimes I do some shots away and I'm not using tripod there, so this is what I use. Not, you know, nothing magic there or whatever, but yeah, hopefully this video helps you out. Click a thumbs up if it did. If it didn't, give me a thumbs down. Please subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you in the next review.